Hey everyone, Melissa here, and I'm so happy to be back with you today on the Coco Vanilla Studio YouTube channel and also my channel. So the design brief at the moment is to tell a story because we're using Storyteller. And what I love about this collection is that it definitely prompts you to tell your stories. And if you've followed me for several years, you'll know that telling the story is really important to me. And journaling is something I do on every page, unless it's like a title page for an album. So pretty much like 99.9% of the time, you will see some journaling on my page. So I was deciding how to tackle this project, and what I wanted to do was find a photo that had a story behind it. So this one is Ava at a pediatrician appointment, and it's really cute. She's got a bunny on the table and she's got the fake doctor's stethoscope and she's pretending to listen to Bunny's heart. And so that's really cute. It's really sweet. It could be easy just to scrap that photo like that. Sorry, I'm looking at the state of my nails. They are really bad. Apologies. I had some gel nails on there, and I find that gel nails don't really agree with my fingers at all, my fingernails, and my fingernails, after I get the nails off, my fingernails break, basically. So that's why my nails look so bad. Anyway, back to the story, back to the page. So what I thought of doing is I've got this paper called Cross It Off from Storyteller. That's the B side. It's beautiful as well. You want to get multiples of papers so that you can use both sides. But I love this wood grain. And then this is from my stash. It's just I got into planning once and didn't really last, like a lot of things I've tried. But I am getting rid of the planner, or what was left of it. I kept a whole lot of these pages. So, excuse me, this is not from this collection, obviously it's from my stash, but I really want to use it because if I'm going to be handwriting a lot of journaling, I'm just not going to do very well if I don't have any lines. So that's why I'm using this. And then I've just pulled this chipboard off the chipboard sheet, and I've punched out the middle pieces. I think you could have love this story, but I don't want to use the love. I think it would be too much. So, excuse me, once again, I have a funny throat when I come to speak, funny voice, but anyway, I want to cover up this notes and date, so I'll do that, probably like that. And then I've just because I want to have my photo sitting there, so I've gotten a ruler and pencil and just marked out an area, and I'll have some layers behind my photo because I want to do my journaling. I'm going to do it off camera because there's no way you want to watch me journal this much, or even I find it pressured to journal a whole lot on camera. Don't know why. Just aware that I'm filming, I guess. So I'm going to do that off camera, and then I'm going to come back and build my layout around this. So whilst there will be a photo, this is really about the story, and the two I think will work really well together with this gorgeous collection. So I'm going to get started. Okay, so I decided that I needed to add some colour to this, just this piece of paper. It's from a planner. I can't remember which one. If you're a planner, you'll know, but I tried getting into planning and it didn't really work too well for me. And so I think I explained that I kept all of these, but I've just got these two new Distress Oxides. I've got sponge, sugar, and scattered straw. They're not new, but they're new to me, so I was really keen to use them, and I was really happy that they work so well with like the more muted tones in this collection. So I've just done a couple of areas. I just wanted something to kind of mess up this piece of paper because it is so clean, and yeah, didn't need to be perfect. I wasn't loving the way that yellow bit looks, but when I add everything else on top, it's not going to matter too much. So here I'm going through the A5 paper stack and just wanting to get some papers that I can layer behind my photo. And at this point, I was still intending on using the wood grain paper, and you'll see soon that it just doesn't work. But anyway, so I have cut my papers. I've gone with that pink one first, and then I just roughed the edges up, and then I'm just going to cut bigger rectangles around, rough up the edges, and then when I come to adhere them, I'll put them slightly off so that they're not completely perfect, and I love that look. But what you want to do is, before you adhere them, is cut them, line them up perfectly and cut around the outside, and then when you glue them, you can make them slightly angled. So I'm doing that here, just using normal glue, well, my favourite glue, not adding any staples or anything, and then, yeah, just seeing how that looks. So I did have that plaid out as well, but I decided it will be a bit much, and so now I've got some of this craft foam as I just want to lift my photo up. So, yeah, not just the photo, but all these layers as well. So I just cut that down, make it work, and then I'm using some double-sided tape as well. So obviously I'm not going to glue that down yet. I just got it ready so that when it comes time to glue it, it'll just be straightforward. So here you can see how I'm adding to this. I'm going to put the word story down. You've got to be careful when you pull this backing off. I think I pulled up a little bit of the Y, and then I just use a bit of glue to glue it back down. So here I'm putting this down, and I'm realising there's too much yellow with that wood grain background, so I'd also pulled out this blue pattern, and I think it's called Spring Fling. And I love how it looks. I love the painterly mixed media look, and so I'm just adding some accessory stickers here, and then I will think about my background. I'm still not 100% sure. And then I decided I needed to add something else to this, because when it comes to embellishing, I think this one is quite minimal for me, only because of the assignment, which was, in my opinion, was to focus on telling a story. And the best way for me to tell a story is always through my journaling. So that's how I interpreted it. Other design team members, I think, interpreted it differently. I'm sorry, I'm struggling with my words. So yeah, I find that splatters, a lot of splatters, can add quite a cool look on a piece of paper. I think, I don't know why, it didn't dry that well. It dried a bit smudgy, and I will add some more splatters in gold at the end, but for now, yeah, it's enough. It's subtle. It's what I was going for, I guess. And so I've just used a couple of pieces of double-sided tape to adhere that paper, and then you can see I've done some machine stitching as well. So now coming to gluing my photo, I just used double-sided tape and glue, and you can see how it fits perfectly in that little space on the journaling, because I had used my ruler and made room for it. So it's good to plan ahead and be intentional if you want things to look good, especially when it comes to handwritten journaling, which for me doesn't always look great. I think I was at a crop recently and someone said how much they loved my handwriting, and I just thought, wow, because I actually don't like it. But there's nothing I can do about it. It's in all of my layouts from when I started. I have done some with computer. You could use a typewriter if you don't like your writing, but for me, I'm not bothered by it. I think it's good for my kids to see it in the layouts anyway. So here I've got a couple of floral clusters from the ephemera pack, and I think they make it really easy. I was going to use some of the florals, like the actual die cut florals, but this is just the work's done for me, and I was really happy to get this little camera down. These floral cameras are beautiful, and I think perfect, because I kind of snapped this photo while we're in at the appointment. Now, I'm not going to read the journaling to you. It's quite personal. It's quite opinionated. I think as a mother who has a child that has had health problems over the years, I'm entitled to have my opinion on who's good for her as a carer. But basically the story is about how we moved, and we moved to another district, and we moved to another health board, so we got a different doctor for her, and how I like this new one much better. And I think, I'm not going to water it down as part of the story, and this new one is lovely, and she really, really cares about kids, and not that the other one didn't, it's just that we just really connected with this lady, and she was great. So I just wanted to record that for Ava when she looks back. So now I'm nearly done, but I'm realising that it needs something else, so I'm just adding these gold splatters. I've splattered on the handwritten part as well, just to tie it all together. and I'm loving how it's looking. It really does focus on the journaling, and I think this story title helps as well. So that's my interpretation of the assignment for this month. I hope you've enjoyed it, and you can head on over to the blog where you will see close-ups and a bit more detail about my process. Thank you so much for watching.